So my ride and my passion is a 2006 Mitsubishi Montero.
Hi everyone, I'm Rebecca from My Ride, My Pride, where we talk to owners about the stories of their rides. Since the conception of the automobile, people have been purchasing their cars for various reasons. Some people think of it as just a mode of transportation. Some see it as a tool for work, be it construction, farming, or even drug smuggling. Some see it as a status symbol. A car worth, say, 6 figures can either mean you're successful or you're an idiot for paying double for maintenance and parts. Of course, there are owners whose car means a whole lot more to them. They even considered it part of their family. It might have been the first car they ever purchased, the car they got married in, or even the car that took them to the hospital to have their very first child. Many have even given them pet names, have nurtured to them, catered to them. These are the stories I'll be bringing to you. Today, we're talking about Joey White and his Mitsubishi Montero Gen 3, also known as the Pajero in some other countries. Hey, just like this one. Mitsubishi had been building the Willys Jeep since 1953 and did so until 1998. With all this experience in four-wheel vehicles, they introduced the Montero, and it was sold in the US for 3 generations, from the early 1980s all the way until the 2006 model year. The Mitsubishi Montero Gen 3 has won the Dakar Rally 12 times, nearly twice that of their competitors. These records are recorded in the Guinness World Records and currently unbeaten. The Dakar Rally is an off-road endurance race from Paris to Dakar, Senegal, having to cross sand dunes, mud, rocks, and among other things, averaging 500 miles a day. In 1993, the total distance was 7,490 kilometers, or 4,654.07 miles.
My father had a 1992, I believe it was, Montero, and it was the SR model, so the dressed up one, the nicer one. It had the bouncy seat in the driver's seat, so when you hit the bumps, it kind of floats and stuff. Real rugged looking car, pretty. It was a nice car, and I liked it a lot. I was 16 at the time, so I got to drive it around, and we went four-wheeling in it all the time. It was a fun thing to do with the family and stuff. And I wanted to kind of recreate those memories for my children and get off-road myself, because I'm an adrenaline junkie, and I like to kind of get in positions where I get a little scared and think I might wreck my car, or, you know, I mean, I do it on the street in my street cars. I drive really fast and on the highways, and I just like doing that stuff. I skydive, I ride dirt bikes, I ride street bikes. So this is just another way to get my heart pumping and to get my family involved. Right at the last minute, I found the one I bought. It's a 2006. It's a lot newer than I wanted. The funny thing was, I was telling all my buddies I was gonna buy this 4x4 truck, and I was gonna get it, and I was gonna off-road and do all this shit and this stuff. And I picked the thing up. It's a 2006. It's cherry. Had 77,000 miles on it. I probably overpaid, but it was clean. It was perfect. It was like the leather was great. The interior was great. The carpet, the paint was sitting on 20-inch chrome rims. But I ended up doing that. I had brand new tires on it. I ran those off. I four-wheeled with the 20-inch rims on it. And then when the tires were run off of it, I went and I bought a set of Session 8, like 16-inch rims, so I could get a whole lot more meat on the tire. I threw on KO2s. At the time, I put 31s on there. Put the Aussie lift on there, and that was really good. It got me a lot more clearance. I wasn't banging the bottom as much, which always will get your hair up a little bit. The family likes the car as a car, especially because the back seats recline. So when we go on long drives, we always take that. It's been across country 6 different times, like all the way to Maine. We don't always go all the way to Maine, but we have family in Maryland. We have family in North Carolina. So we in Utah. So we drive across country a lot, as opposed to taking a plane. I'm a teacher. My wife's a school nurse. We have the summers off, so we just get in the car and go. That way we can take what we want. We can bring back whatever. If we buy stuff, we don't have to worry about getting it on a plane, dealing with all that nonsense. We don't have to rent a car. So we always take that, because the kids can lean way back and fall asleep if they want to. It's super comfortable. The sound system's fantastic. I put a big old double din Pioneer radio in there, and it's got satellite radio, so no matter where we are, we can get our same stations. But it's a really comfortable car. It's got a big giant sunroof. The seats are nice. Everybody likes riding in it. I didn't really get as much family action as I thought. My wife and my son both get car sick, so when I'm banging it around and I'm bouncing over hills and doing all that stuff, they don't really enjoy it all that much. My son goes, he does like it once in a while. I do go out with my dad though. After I bought mine, my father turned around and he bought one. He found one for like $500 that had a blown engine in it. Bought a used engine, had it all replaced, and he goes out, shit, every single weekend. He's out there all the time. He goes out a lot more than I do. So we'll go out together. Sometimes we'll take one Montero, sometimes we'll take them both. It's kind of nicer to be in the same car. You can, conversation and all that stuff. My favorite spot to go is Truck Haven. It's out by Ocotillo Wells, right next to Ocotillo Wells. Ocotillo Wells is cool too, but it's more trail riding, and a lot of it's washes, and there's a lot of washboard and stuff like that, and there's a lot of cool things to see. There's one section of Ocotillo Wells that's really cool. It's called the Tierra del Sol Trail. That's really gnarly. It's got all these really cool, it looks like the moon. It's got all these weird dirt formations, and you're kind of going up all these weird ridges and up and down, and it's kind of tight. It's not really scary, but it's a whole lot of like tipping and flexing, and you end up with like a tire in the air a lot, unless you take your sway bars off, which I haven't done yet. But Truck Haven is my favorite spot. It's gnarly. There's a lot of really steep hills that are a lot of rock and dirt, that desert stuff. There's a lot of loose stuff, and there's just a lot of kind of hairy situations where I can put the truck right up to its limits, and there's times when I can't make it up stuff. Most of the time it gets the job done. It has a hard time when it's real steep and loose. It's a heavy truck. Everywhere I go, I've taken it up to King of Hammers. I take it out to Tierra del Sol, which is at Truck Haven, and I always get comments from people like, "Oh my, what the hell? What is that thing, man? How did you? I can't believe you just got up that. Like, that's crazy. Like, what is that thing? What have you done to it?" And it's awesome. Like, it gets a whole lot of surprise reactions from people about how capable it is off road. It's pretty gnarly. When I bought my Montero, I did worry about catching flack from people that got Jeeps, or the Toyota guys. Like, they're really into their trucks. But what I've really found is that the other makes, I don't really catch any grief from any of them. They're all pretty supportive. They're all pretty surprised. A lot of them don't know about the Montero. They haven't seen it. So I really actually get along with all the Jeep dudes. I haven't had the Jeep guys, the Toyota guys. I see them give like the Land Rover people, the people that buy like Discoveries. I've seen them catch grief from people at some of the events. But mine gets a lot of really good reactions. I hang out with people that drive Jeeps. I go four-wheeling with them. Matter of fact, the majority of the people that I do wheel with have Jeeps. One of the compromises they made in the newer Monteros was putting a lower gear ratio in because it was better for the street, better for gas mileage and such and so forth. And a lot of the people that were buying the Monteros weren't buying them for off-road vehicles. They were more, the price range that they were in, they were kind of more like a luxury vehicle, like a Land Rover, the Toyota Land Cruiser. Same thing, very capable off-road vehicles, but the people that were buying them were driving them around in Beverly Hills and in the city, and they weren't really taking them off-road and banging them around. They were buying them because they were expensive, they were luxurious, they were nice, they had a lot of room, and they were comfortable. The earlier Monteros weren't, not so much. They were very rugged, they were very utilitarian, they were very nice, but that was not the focus. The focus was off-road, the capabilities. They were bigger, they came with bigger tires, much higher gear ratios, which were better. My Montero can climb all this crazy stuff, and I'm not all dirty and full of dirt, and my AC's running, so I'm comfortable.
And if you have a story about your Montero, please let me know in the comments below. If you have a ride that you are proud of, and you have a story to tell, and you live in Southern California, hey, let me know in the comments below, or send me an email. I would love to hear from you. And hey, don't forget to subscribe and ring that bell.